Okay, today I'm going to try out the Obalus reel. This is the Cobra Strike. They sent me this in the mail for me to use on a video. And this reel has a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio. And get where I can see here. It's got a 7.2 to 1 gear ratio. It's got 19 plus 1 bearings in it. And we're going to see, they're supposed to be backlash proof pretty much. And me, I'm good at backlashing, so we're going to see how good they work. See if I can catch a bass out of here. I hadn't never fished this creek to speak of. I made one cast in it once before, and that was it. But that thing cast just fine just then. Cast out there just fine and dandy. Fishing with a crawdad on the bottom. The fish are just not biting anywhere right now because of the weather changing like it has. It's cold and rainy. It's a whole lot different than it has been. It's been hot all summer and dry, and then now it's got rainy and turned cold or cool. And they just seem to kind of went dormant on us. But we're going to see. This is a public swimming hole too, obviously. The thing just, didn't backlash whatsoever. Just smooth. See, I got a rope swing on that side over there. There's a couple of ropes on a tree over here that I noticed when I come down. Might would have done better with spinnerbait or something down here. Looks like a little bit of action going on down there with some fish. Hitting on the top, looks like some little ones. Either that or maybe water dripping off that bridge. I'm seeing, I don't know. Look at that. Good reel. These are good reels. They're pretty. They got the iridescent colors. Can't see them so well in this lighting, but when the sun's shining, that thing just changes colors like rainbow, and they're smooth. They also sent me their carbon light, but I'm not going to be using it on this video. I'm just going to do this one, and then I'll do another video on it later. But I'd like to be able to catch some fish, but they're just not active right now. It's just not right. Weather conditions are not right. I've got the brake on this thing set all the way up on max until I get used to it. And I got the tension pretty high on it, but it's just smooth even at that. My wife, she's down there fishing with her rod and reel, and she's got a spin reel down there, and she's fishing with I think she's using a jig on the bottom, a heavy jig on the bottom. So we're both bottom fishing right now. I'm just bouncing that crawdad across the bottom, and they don't seem to be hitting it right now. I may walk up this other way. I want to pause it, and I'm going to go up here under the bridge or on the other side and see what's going on up there. Okay, so it's going to be a little noisy here because I'm under the bridge. But we're going to see if there's anything out here under this bridge that wants to bite a crawdad. Probably not. It's a nice looking creek. Nice looking creek. Well, don't get hung up out in there. Man, this thing is casting so smooth, and it's not making any racket. When I first got it, it was kind of whiny, just practicing with it, but I think that was just me with my tension too tight on it or something. Man, this thing is nice. It's a nice reel. For the price, you can't beat it. I mean, this thing was $49.99 if you buy it, and they usually have a deal going on where you get the rod with it. Now, they sent me these to use to demonstrate or to do a video on, and they're doing good. And they didn't send me rods, they just sent me the reels, so that's what I was getting at. I went and bought me a couple of rods for them. This one here, I've got the Obalus Colt series. This is a 7-foot one-piece rod. You can use 1/4 to 3/4 ounce. It's a medium heavy with fast action tip on it. So you can feel every little bump out there, but it's heavy, good backbone on it. If I hook into a big one, it's going to be no problem. I've got 10-pound braid on it. But man, this thing's casting like a dream. I am really, really pleased with it. I am, and I appreciate Obalus for sending these to me. I mean, this thing, I've got the brake set all the way up on it, and it's still casting good, smooth. If I'm kind of afraid to loosen it off a little bit, afraid I'll mess up, because I got it where it just, you can see it spinning right there. It's spinning slow. When that hits the water, it stops. That's the way you want it. See, that lure wasn't even all the way in the water. As soon as it touched the water, the reel stopped. That's the way you want it. And see how far it cast right there? That was a pretty hard cast, but it cast a good 50 foot out there, which is far enough. I mean, you know, it's not distance that gets you the fish. It's casting it where they're at. And obviously, I'm not casting it where they're at because I'm not catching any. But I'm just trying to do a review on this reel, and they are good reels. It's really a good reel. Now, I'm going to do one later. I'll do one on the carbon light that they sent me. It's 8-to-1 gear ratio, and it's only got 12 plus 1 ball bearings. This one's got 19 plus 1. So this one's got more bearings, but I think the carbon light seems to be smoother. We're going to use it on a video here in the future after we get done with this one. I actually saw a fish right there. I see a little brim right there in the water. looks like. But this thing, you couldn't ask for one to cast any better than this, especially with that brake all the way up. Brakes all the way up tight as it'll go. All the way up on 10. Or 12. It's kind of hard to see the numbers on this because of the colors of the background. To me, I think they should have maybe done a green or red or orange colored numbers on them. That way you can see it better, but it goes all the way to 12, and I've got it set on 12 max right now. And I just hung up on the bottom, and I come loose just fine. Thank goodness. Now I just got to learn how to fish with these bait casters better, because I'm not that great at it. I'm just not. Got a leaf on there where I hung on the bottom. But I can't just put it right where I want to every time. Well, I put it right there where I wanted to. And it still didn't backlash. I thought it did for a minute, but it was just a little loose line there. But the fish are just not biting. Unless that was one. I don't know if that was one or if I hit a rock or something. Fish, a lot of times they like to lay up around these pilings on these bridges. There's a log right there. That's probably what I was on a while ago, that log. All right, I'm gonna walk back up the bank a little ways. Get back up here. This is a really nice looking creek. There's a lot of activity down here, you can tell. Probably not this time of year, but summertime. Guaranteed you couldn't even get down here and park probably in summer for people down here swimming and stuff. But I'm gonna go right down here, and we're gonna see what we can do right here. But yeah, I am pleased with this reel. I really am. Seems to be a lot of rocks out there on the bottom. But it's clear water, pretty water. It's getting to be a pretty time of year. All these leaves are changing colors and stuff. That's kind of what me and Colleen went out for today. Was just, we was going to go look at the foliage, but it's been rainy and stuff. We was going to try to do maybe some hiking and do a video on that, but just not playing out today. Right now it's lightening up a little bit right now, not raining, but it's been raining most of the trip today. But I'd sure like to catch fish. Somebody else down here now. Well, that thing is casting like it ought to. I'm really, I keep saying it, but I'm really pleased with this reel. And I suggest that if you want to, especially if you're just learning to cast with bait casters, this is a great reel to start with. For $49 for this rather, for $49. And it casts like this, and you can't beat that. You can't beat that. These are awesome reels for the price and quality of it. So I suggest that you go out and buy you an Obalus. That's Obalus, Obalus reel. They got different ones to choose from, and I would say go out and buy you one and get started right away, because they are They are some nice looking reels, and they work really, really well. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching.